Yo, what's going on, gang? Man, if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button below, and make sure y'all tap into the Discord. I'm telling y'all that Discord got so much valuable information. I'm gonna start off by talking about a few things that happened this week and pretty much preparing us for the next. I hope y'all having a great week so far, but let's get into the video. So before we look at the overall market, I want to go over a few indicators that I've learned, and the two indicators that I learned, and we should all be learning together from previous news. But I talked about it in Discord again, but it's called the Fear Angry Index indicator, man. All right, so I want to give y'all an update about this because before the news came out with the FOMC meeting with Jerome Powell speaking, this fear index meter was maybe in the 30 range. And before, of course, I'm sure everybody was able to hear that, and I give notifications and updates when meetings like this occur, like big meetings in the Discord. But for everyone that was following along, he mentioned something about pausing interest rate hikes. Like, he didn't say we're declining them, we're raising them. He just said we're going to pause them. So I came across this. Typically, when you see something like that, FOMC meetings are positive for stock markets, right? They're meaning like they have a big effect on the stock market. So I mean, the Fed proposed to address banking panics, maintaining the stability of financial system, contain systematic risk in financial markets, and strengthen economic growth. Therefore, it is highly unlikely that the FOMC meetings conclusions will be highly negative for stocks. So in this case, going back to what I was talking about with Jerome Powell, he mentioned that there would be an interest rate pause. So that means that instead of him raising it or lowering it, it's going to stay where it says. So as an investor, I know that for the month or this month, I'm safe. I'm not worried about interest rates being higher. I'm not worried about if I have to go find me a credit card, if I got to make a purchase. I know that I'm safe. So that's how the fear index meter went up to 42, which indicates that there is some type of buying pressure, momentum into the market. So let's take a look at the spot. And I made an indicator right here. Everybody can see FOMC meeting when it occurred at 2:30 when he got to talking about the real facts. And you can see I was predicting that the market was going to come here and do like a major fake out. But because of what he said, that put a lot of not uncertainty, but it gave a lot of confirmation, somewhat of a confirmation to know that economically we are not going, like it's not moving. We're not bad, we're not worse. We just stand where we have been at. And that will allow the SPY to push and get people in to, make more trades and push more money into the stock market. But however, the stock market left some gap fills, and that's typically not healthy for the SPY to move on without filling in those gaps. So I'm betting next week, Monday, or during the market open, we may see some type of reversal in this area, and we may see the market start doing let's see the market do something like this, pull back, maybe retest, and go back down to and fill up those gaps, because of course it has a gap right here that it has to fill, and that's, like I said, it's typically not healthy for the market to do that. So with that being said, with him setting a pause, a lot of stocks were able to follow behind that. We got Sophie, which is something that I like trading. Had negative earnings, but it's crazy because they had negative earnings, but then he came out with that news situation, and look what it did. It gave Sophie investors indication that we're doing, like, the company is doing fine. We not, we're not failing as a company. And I took some notes here from the notes that I wrote down, and I seen where positive and negative effects, quote unquote, Sophie was, if they were to pause interest rates, or during the FOMC meeting where he says pause interest rates, it causes some bullish momentum. And as we can see, that's exactly what happened. But if he came back and said that we're raising interest rates, or housing is now becoming affordable, we can definitely see Sophie being negative, because guess what? You got more people coming in and getting more loans, and we got, you know what I'm saying? Like, the bank is lending money versus making money from off the interest rates that are accumulating. And a good person to also look at is Stock Mo. He's pretty good at, breaking it down simply for y'all to understand what to look for during these type of meetings, and myself as well. With that being said, Sophie is, like I said, is a bank. We got AMD that had a massive push up. I told y'all I knew AMD was gonna do what it do. We got two double bottoms right here, and shoot, it came up, act like it was creating a head and shoulder, but it didn't initially finish out that pattern, and it just had a massive momentum up. And you had good earnings, that's one, and we had good feedback from the actual FOMC meeting, so that told us that the direction of everything is. But regardless of everything that happened, I'm super excited to see what next week has for us. Again, be careful on a lot of your trades that you are going to make starting next week, because we can definitely see what's that word? The volatility fall, because of everybody either taking profit or everybody reaching their goal, or their goal that they occurred, their trading goal. Let me adjust this real quick. So again, this is my target here. Fake out in regards to the downside, filling those gaps. So we may see the SPY continue doing what it was doing before the news came out, because like I said, it's uncertainty, so that means it can be up and down, versus, you know what I'm saying, they're lowering interest rates or increasing interest rates, and I know that the market is going to just go specifically one direction. So don't be tricked and don't be deceived. All right. Let me see. I think it was one more to talk about. Another, that's a good one. Snap. DraftKings got a big gap fill here. I want y'all to keep an eye on DraftKings. It's got, like I said, these stocks do pretty well filling up gaps. The same type of ascending triangle. It tricked us for a minute, but it ended up pushing over the month. So I don't think it's gonna hold, to be honest with you, because all that's a big candle. It's got to come back down and do it for a healthy retest. We got Apple still in this channel. It's just waiting to break. And then let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin still in its accumulation phase, so it's almost close to our price target, where we're going to be entering in at 34,000 if you want to grab some Bitcoin. And you still got Chainlink trying to figure out which direction they want to go. But in this case, with the FOMC news just occurring, it didn't really give. It's not really effective on crypto as too much, but you can still see a consolidation. So meaning it's gonna make a move real soon. Got Algorand price strike is around 10 cent. Healthy and buy around 10 cent here. And next XRP had a nice little run. And I think that's about it I have for y'all. Meta is still being meta. And then look what was affected by it, the dollar correlation. It wasn't a strong dollar, but that's good. That means, like I said, the loans and everything was able to the money supply was able to cool down a little bit, which the interest rate were paused and took this kind of more of strength away from the dollar. As you can say, you know what I'm saying? Previously raise interest rates, you see what happened, and pausing consolidation occurred, and you see how the market go up. It go up one day, go down the next week, go up one day, go down the next week, when you hear the word pausing. So let's get strapped in our seatbelts, man. We're gonna get to this bag together. I gave y'all some some stocks to look at: Sophie, gap fills, and AMD when it does its cooling off phase, and we got DraftKings when it does its cooling off phase. I think that concludes this video. Thanks for watching.